All right, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. A moment ago, the pride of Massachusetts, the Patriots, introduced to this, as always, sold-out crowd as they get set to go head-to-head with the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Here we go, 230. I'm coming after you.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
We got three.
Roethlisberger. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far.
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Brady on the bootleg. Incomplete. He was looking for Julian Edelman that time. 3rd down here. An interesting note about the Steelers opening up on the road here. It's the 5th season in a row that they have started away from home. Longest active streak in the league. And, of course, pitting them against the Patriots, 2 of the most storied franchises, especially in the last couple of decades. Since 2002, these two teams have met in 3 AFC championship games, with New England getting the better of Pittsburgh all 3 times. And you think of the Lombardi trophies, with New England winning last year. Each of these franchises has 6 trophies, tied for the most in the entire league. First down, here's White, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. The linebacker, T.J. Watt, there on the coverage.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Here's Brady. And that's complete. It's Watson. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 24-yard line.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing the ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jerseys we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Black 20. Here we go. Black and run.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And now Edelman. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, it's Brady. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
Let's get it. Black 30.
They'll look to run with Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Wait, that down 80. Down 80. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shadow.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. And he'll have his man. That's Edelman. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Now, how many times have we seen that? 3rd down and Tom Brady turning to old reliable Julian Edelman. Of course, no Rob Gronkowski now. Edelman, the main holdover, the 33-year-old who was a Super Bowl MVP last season. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Brady's throw there complete to Edelman. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. 25 yards that time. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 11.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Bring it. Bring it. Sugar.
Now a toss play. This is White. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
New England on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Brady now to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown.
What you just saw there, first-round talent, 2nd year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season is big for them.
They really start to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year 1. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well.
Showed right there. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early. Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Brady. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
Going on the ground, it's White. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Brady going to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick 6 last year, remember it. But it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs. And they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here's Brady to throw. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these 1st-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Brady. And that will be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
All right, now, 180. Watch the slant, watch the slant.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Chung. And a potential turning point as they get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Wait, that. Wait, Eddie. 98 to Mike. Here we go, here we go.
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. And the 13-year man puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we have come upon halftime in the Sunday night opener from Foxborough. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Brady. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. Brady not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it here on fourth. They do go for it. It's Brady. And this is caught. Demaryius Thomas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside. The 45.
A gain of 23 yards. And the Patriots first.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 43.
Hey, ball 66.
Brady gives this to White. White's got a first down and more, and he'll be taken down at the 26. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
New England's read a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They go right back to White here on first down, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and just wondered, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
On 2nd and 11 now. Brady, it's caught. This is White. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. It'll be a gain of 4, and they're going to face a third down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Mark Barron. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now this pass to Vance McDonald complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Hey, alert, 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 alert! Black is third!
To throw here, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 46 yards. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Brady will try again on 2nd down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing now is Brady. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And he's got some space here. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now a carry for White. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Hey, 66.
From the gun, it's Brady. It's complete. James White. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, 380. 55. Here we go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, that's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And this is caught. It's Edelman. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener. And it's a first down. They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Now Brady. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Julian Edelman, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on 3rd and goal. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. The field goal does you no good, so they're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th. Now Brady, and it is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
To throw again on 2nd down, Roethlisberger. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But now it'll be 3rd down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Show that bench release and go.
Now it's Roethlisberger. Got it complete to West. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Steelers.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Roethlisberger now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's the fullback. This is Roosevelt Nix. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
From the 24, Roethlisberger. He finds West. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Roethlisberger will throw, setting up the screen for West. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
I'm going to come back to you.
Throwing again. Brady rolling to his right. He's going to let it fly. And now here is another interception. The safety Terrell Edmonds picks it. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the carry, it's Samuels. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 33-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Roethlisberger going to throw it. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL.
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jason McCourty. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
58. Like 80. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll run on 1st down. It's West. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.